Welcome back to my channel. This is Nikki of Nikki's Homemade Crafts. In order to crochet the linked crochet triangle shawl or the linked crochet bandana, which also features a little bit of filet crochet, you're either going to need sunrise yarn or lullaby yarn from Mary Maxim. Please reference the pattern. Each one has a different amount. The bandana only uses one skein of the sunrise yarn, but the shawl uses several skeins of the lullaby yarn. Now both patterns are roughly the same. It is just a matter of the amount of rows you're going to crochet, but the base pattern is exactly the same. So let me show you how to get started and how to continue on the pattern, as well as a little bit of the border, so you know exactly how to make either one of these patterns. Start with a magic ring, then chain 2, and now we're going to start using double crochets that are linked to each other. So they're called linked double crochets. So look at your 2 chains. You're going to insert your hook into the first chain you made or the second chain from the hook, yarn over and pull through. That is your yarn over for the linked double crochet. So a typical double crochet has a yarn over. This is your yarn over. You're just linking it to the chain. Now insert your hook into the magic ring, pull up a loop, and now you have your 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over and pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. That is your very first linked double crochet. Now from now on, every time you have a linked double crochet beforehand, you're going to link it to that horizontal bar. So look at your stitch. You're going to see 2 horizontal bars. One is this one and one is this one. You're going to use the center one. So instead of yarning over, you're going to insert your hook through that horizontal bar. Then you're going to yarn over and pull through. That is your yarn over now. Now insert your hook again into the magic ring and yarn over, pull through. 3 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. That is now 2 linked double crochet stitches next to each other. We have to do 2 more, so let's do that. Once you're done, you have 4 linked double crochet stitches. Keep in mind that the chain of 2 is not counted as a stitch. Now chain 2, make 1 double crochet stitch into the magic ring. Because we had a chain of 2 beforehand, we had to make a double crochet because we need to now connect the next linked crochet to that double crochet. You see that double crochet has that horizontal bar as well, so insert your hook through it, yarn over and pull through, and now crochet another linked double crochet stitch. That double crochet does count as a stitch. Now we have 2 stitches right here after the chain of 2. We have to do 2 more linked double crochet stitches. Once you're done, pull your end here and close up the ring, and you're going to start seeing a small little triangle. Now turn your project, and now we're going to start again with a chain of 2 that does not count as a stitch. It is a foundation in order to start the double crochets that are linked with each other. So again, insert your hook into the second chain from the hook, pull up a loop, that is your yarn over for the double crochet, insert your hook into the first stitch, and finish up like a regular double crochet. So this is a linked double crochet. Now we need to do 1 more in the same stitch. Once you're done, you're now going to crochet linked double crochet stitches until you hit the chain of 2. Okay, into the chain of 2, we're going to place different stitches. So again, 1 linked double crochet stitch per stitch until you hit the chain of 2. Once you hit the chain of 2, you're going to place 2 linked double crochet stitches into it. So they're still linked to the previous stitches. That is the first one, and then 1 more into that chain space. Now chain 2 and create 1 double crochet, because always after the chain of 2 we have 1 double crochet, and then we need to do 1 more linked double crochet into that chain space, so link it to the double crochet that you just made. That means into that chain space you created 2 linked double crochet stitches, chain of 2, 1 double crochet, and another linked double crochet. Now you're going to crochet 1 linked double crochet per stitch until the very last stitch. In that last stitch you're going to crochet 2 of them. So 2 linked double crochets into the very last stitch. Now you will repeat that row 2 as many times as the pattern calls for. So for example, for the bandana, it calls for rows 3 and 5 to be repeated as row 2. That means the edge stitches, whether it's the first 2 or the last 2, are always 2 stitches that you're adding onto it. So you saw I added 2 linked crochet, double crochet stitches in the very first stitch and in the last stitch. Then in between, you're going to have 1 linked double crochet per stitch until you hit the chain of 2, where you have 2 linked double crochet stitches, chain of 2, 1 double, and 1 linked crochet stitch, and then again 1 linked crochet stitch per stitch until the end, where you have 2. So repeat that process as many times as the pattern calls for. Once you're done with that part and you are working now on the filet crochet row, you're going to start with an alternative turning chain, which starts like a single crochet. So I make a single crochet, there's no chain of 1 or anything, and then I insert my hook into the loop of the single crochet that's closest to my yarn finger, yarn over and pull through, pull up a loop. You have 2 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull through. That is also known as a stacked single crochet and counts as a double crochet. Once you have the alternative turning chain and a chain of 1, you're going to go to the next stitch. So that is 2 stitches in the first stitch. Then the next stitch is 1 double crochet, then chain of 1, skip 1, 1 double crochet, chain of 1, skip 1, 1 double crochet. So just keep on going with that pattern until you hit the chain of 2 space. Then we do something different. Now I made a chain of 1, I skip 1, and I hit the chain of 2 space. Into the chain of 2 space, I'm going to make 1 double crochet, 1 chain of 1, 1 double crochet, and 1 chain of 1. Now I'm going to into the next stitch. There's 4 things happening here. So it's a double crochet, chain of 1, double crochet, chain of 1. And now we're going to go into the next stitch. There's 1 double crochet here, then chain of 1, 1 double crochet, chain of 1, 1 double crochet, and every time I do a chain of 1 I skip 1. So keep on going, and the very last stitch we're going to do slightly different again. Once you have 1 stitch left in that stitch, you're going to make a chain of 1 and 1 double crochet stitch. Now you have most of the pattern down. Now you're going to repeat the linked crochet section each time as many times as it calls for, and then you repeat the filet crochet section each time. Now let's pretend I finished my project and I need to work on the border. So for the bandana, you're going to crochet first your strap on one end, which is a chain of 40, and then you're going to crochet single crochet stitches 1 stitch at a time, starting from the second chain from the hook. Then you're going to crochet single crochet stitches along evenly on this border right here, which you place according to your tension. Then you're going to make another strap on this side the same way as you did the first, and then you work on the border. So let's pretend I just did that because the shawl does not have the straps, right? So the shawl just has the border. So for the border, the last row is technically not the filet crochet row, but I'm just going to use that right now because it really doesn't matter. 1 chain is 1 stitch. So in order to crochet the border, you're going to crochet 1 single crochet, then you're going to skip 1 stitch, and then you're going to crochet 5 double crochet stitches in the next stitch. then you're going to skip a stitch and 1 single crochet. And then you're going to repeat that, 1 skipped stitch, and then 5 double crochet stitches in the following stitch. So that is known as the scalloped border or shell stitch border, however you want to call it. Some people also add more double crochets or less depending on your tension. Now you're just going to keep on going all the way around. Remember, the last row is technically a linked crochet row and not a filet crochet row. And then you're going to go all the way around according to the pattern. And then you finish these 2 projects, either the bandana or the shawl. I hope this video was helpful on how to crochet either one of these using both linked crochet and filet crochet. Be sure to like, comment, and share this video. And be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel and turn on the bell to get a notification next time I publish a video or go live. Now go ahead and watch the next video. You're gonna want to, I promise you do.